If you've ever been in a workplace where you've done something for a very long time, it gets really awkward and uncomfortable when an outside party comes in and tries to tell you how to do things without really understanding anything about the situation in which you are working. And furthermore, they are determined that their way is the best way, the only way forward. It kind of makes people get on edge. In the Christian faith, we actually have a challenge with this as well, where 1 Peter addresses that with this verse in 1 Peter 4 in verse 15. Let none of you suffer as a murderer, a thief, a criminal, or even a mischief maker. Mischief maker is the interesting word here. A lot of us can understand suffering for being a criminal or suffering for murder or things like that. But what do you mean suffering for being a mischief maker? This actually is the word meddler. And it isn't what we would generally think of as in don't tell me what to do, don't get in my affairs, other Christian to a Christian. That is not what this is about. In fact, if we're going down that line very quickly, I'll just say we are called to sharpen each other, to strengthen each other in the faith, to admonish each other when we're stepping outside of God's guidelines for our lives. Things like that. We are called to do that to others in our faith. But outside of the faith is what Peter is talking about here. His whole passage is about living and working as foreigners in a strange land, which Christians really are. We are living as foreigners in a foreign land, awaiting a glorious future with Jesus Christ. So how do we not meddle? Well, meddling is really telling these Gentiles, these people who are not believers, that they should be living the way God desires them to live, when the reality is they have no basis for understanding what this means. Instead of coming in and making demands that people should live this way, we are to demonstrate what good it does in our lives to follow God. We can speak of God, speak of his love, speak of what he's done, but more than that, how do our lives reflect what we are actually saying in our message? We need both, but we cannot just go and tell people what to do and expect them to want to change because they don't know who God is. May you go and show, and in the process, may people come to know. Blessings on you today.